Thank you, Triple H, for making WWE great again. This man, Triple H, Hunter Hearst Helmsley, now running WWE. He's in charge now of everything, creative and everything. Hey guys, this is AW here, Aaron Warner, bringing you a wrestling video that's going to be uploaded to my wrestling channel called Latest SmackDown. So be a lookout for the latest SmackDown. If you haven't subscribed to it, subscribe to Latest SmackDown, alright? So that's where my wrestling content's gonna go on now. It's on my wrestling channel called Latest SmackDown in honor of The Rock. Latest SmackDown on a candy ass. So before we get into this, like, share, subscribe, comment below. Click the notification bell for wrestling videos when they come up. Wrestling videos will come up. Uploads, streams. I'm doing my second episode of Wrestling Rivals. The first episode was The Rock and Austin's rivalry. The second one is Triple H and Shawn Michaels. Best friends, bitter enemies. How they went down the road together. The Click, DX, and then when Triple H turned on Shawn at SummerSlam. And then, we go on after that, talk about how they reunited for DX 2006 and, and stuff after that. But yeah, that's Wrestling Rivals. That'll be a stream. So yeah, I'll be doing streams. I might do watch-alongs for wrestling events or stuff like that. I'm thinking of doing the first weekend of September, 3 events. Saturday, Clash of the Castle. I might do a watch along or something. That's early. And Sunday, I might do NXT Worlds Collide and AEW's Double or Nothing. It's gonna be a long night. So yeah. If you're into wrestling, click and subscribe to my channel and tell your friends. Click the notification bell. But yeah, man, and you see these colors of green? You know why I put this green here? Why is green here? Where my name is and where the banner is. We're telling you where my Twitter is. And tell you what to do. Like, share, subscribe down here. Well, there's a good reason I made it green for this episode. It's because Triple H is making WWE great again. And what faction was Triple H instrumental of? Don't say Evolution or Authority. Don't say Evolution or Authority. You know what faction I'm talking about. D-Generation X. Him and Shawn, and then him taking the reins when Shawn had to leave for about 4 years. But this is not about Triple H's wrestling career. This is about Triple H's management career in the business. And why? Since him taking over WWE, when Vince McMahon had to retire due to the scandal, is obvious. And yeah, why WWE has been really good for about a month now. Like, really, really good. I mean, just go by his NXT days, how good his NXT days were. How he was running NXT. It was the most hottest shows in the world, NXT at the time. And he was running it. And now it looks like he's doing the same thing on WWE. Now, not everything is perfect, of course, but you could tell there's improvements here. I'll give you for examples. The matches are longer and better. You're giving more time to matches than in the previous regime. Vince McMahon was in charge. You could tell that. There's more involvement in the matches. The promos are even better. I'll say that the promos are even better. It feels like the wrestlers, the superstars, have a little bit more free reign on what to say. Vince McMahon has a tight lip on what you can do. It seems like Triple H is letting the superstars have more free reign on what they can say in their promos. Obviously, the promos have to make sense and they have to work within the story, the rivalry of they're in. But it seems like they have a little bit more freedom to say what they want in the promos. Like they did NXT. And it feels like maybe creative, the writers are maybe feel a little bit better now that they're working with someone more easily to work with in terms of writing for the shows, Raw, SmackDown, NXT, the pay-per-views. It seems like maybe the writers are not stressed out as much as they were with Vince, and that coincides with the superstars maybe working with the writers more on what they want to say in their promos or for the storylines aside. Maybe it's just an easier feeling, a more relaxed feeling between the superstars and the writers, and that Triple H sees a value in everybody on the roster because he clearly does. You can tell from NXT, most of the NXT stars that brought up to the main roster, Vince McMahon, you can tell doesn't really like. Yeah, yes, he has pushed a lot of them before. He's pushed some of them before, but the ones that we really like down in NXT, look at Shinsuke Nakamura. He's not exactly up there, but he was hot in NXT, stuff like that. Shinsuke Nakamura is a perfect example. Finn Balor, you could say we could say about Finn Balor. He's not exactly been pushed to the moon and the main roster. Kevin Owens is a fixture, but he hasn't had a title in like 4 years, which is true. But you see what I'm getting at. And the good thing is, Triple H is making sure these guys at NXT that got caught up or were previously in NXT that haven't been used properly are being used properly. Look at the Kevin Owens, for example. It looks like he's back to that killer Kevin Owens that we've been missing for years. Well, I like his comedy serious Kevin Owens, but we need to see that killer Kevin Owens. It looks like that's back. And the great thing is, he's brought back a bunch of superstars who were previously released this year. Let's look, for example, this picture here. Bailey just came back from injury, but he was not released. But Io Shirai, obviously not released, but she's been on the shelf, but she's back. She goes by Io Sky, but it's on the far right. Who is that? Dakota Kai. A lot of people love Dakota Kai. She was released, but guess what? She's back. And here's the thing. Apparently, the superstars are now allowed to do third-party things like Twitch and YouTube. They're allowed to bring back their third-party content, whatever they want to do, third-party branding, whatever, Twitch, YouTube, whatever they want, Instagram, I don't care, whatever. And it looks like Dakota Kai. I heard you agree with that, but yeah, it's positive. It's going back to the superstars he brought back. Karrion Kross with Scarlett, they're back. Remember how they were treated on Raw? Well, Karrion Kross was on Raw, Scarlett wasn't on Raw. Remember gimpy sparring outfit and Kross taking a loss. Yeah, he's back. And what did they do? They make him a fixture in the main program between Drew McIntyre and Roman Reigns. Good. And guess who's back? Dexter Lumis. Dexter Lumis is back. Now he's in the crowd doing the stalking thing. And this past while, he kidnapped The Miz. And he's back. And they're continuing the indexing. If you've seen on NXT, it looks like Andy Hartwell is going to join Dexter Lumis on the main roster. And finally came back this Raw was also Johnny Gargano, who's back on the main roster after, his contract's ending and being a father to his newborn child. He's back. And everybody knows how popular Johnny Gargano is. And this is all due to Triple H. So yeah, Triple H has made WWE great again, and everybody's excited. Now let's see how long it can last. There's some questionable things with Liv Morgan. That's different, but yeah, I'm excited and happy.